Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. We are.
Whoa, thanks for the jams, man!
Thank you for the cheers. Appreciate that. Um, gonna get the hype train going. Is gonna leave the station here in just
Whoa,
a
thanks for
bit.
the jams, man!
So appreciate all the support, everybody. If you're one of our regulars stopping in to just keep tabs on what's going on in the community campaign. Thanks for stopping by. If you're watching us from the Goodman Games official channel, thanks for stopping by and checking out the next in the original Adventures Reincarnated line, number 6, Temple of Elemental Evil. Um, I know I from the Facebook page and the
Whoa,
Reddits
thanks for the
and
jams,
things
man!
that are happening over there in the Goodman Games Discord channel. I know that people are chomping at the bit to get their hands on this book. So hopefully we can sort of tide you over. You can live vicariously through us while we play the next in the series. So we're having a lot of fun with this. Um, and so if you're new to us, just a little intro to what 20 Sides to Every Story is. We're a gaming community and a Twitch channel here, and we do quite a bit of D&D and tabletop role-playing games and things like that. And the cool thing about this game is it is something that if you're looking for a game and you don't have a regular group, come and stop by our Discord server. I'll throw that in the chat here, and come hang out with us because this is a sort of a drop-in, drop-out game where if it's your first time playing D&D, you can come and hang out and play in the Temple of Elemental Evil. I think we've got something like we're getting close to like 30 some characters running around in this campaign world. So if you're looking for if it seems like what we're doing is fun and you would like to come and play with us, definitely stop by the Discord and we'll kind of point you in the right direction and uh, get you in a game. And yeah, Casey can attest. Stop by, play in a game, and then we'll put you to work here in a few years and have you DMing games for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that. I think that's a testament to our group is that we've got so many talented people that are willing to put the work in and provide some games, and so um, yeah, if it's not this, there's definitely like openings for other people's games. I think just about Ed here is starting up a game. We've got um, all sorts of things, even like non-streamed games that are happening. So if you come and join our Discord, you'll be able to pop into something, I'm sure. Um, yeah, I don't have any like major announcements or anything that's going on right now, so we can jump right into the game. Um, so the village of Hamlet, some updates on things that are going on in and around town. I guess if you hang out in our Discord, you'll probably get kind of the early sense of some of the big events that are happening because we've got a role play channel in there that people are very active in and sort of um, progressing the story in certain ways or getting updates on things that are happening. And the most recent, most notable thing that happened was a few sessions ago, there was a group that went out to the village of Nulb, and they had got acquired this orb, this item, this artifact of elemental evil that one of the cults seemed like it was going to use against the forces of a rival cult, and it possessed kind of this active flame inside of it, and it seemed like they were intent upon breaking that thing and using it to unleash, at that time, sort of unknown devastation. Um, the party at that time had acquired it and prevented them from using it at that time, and maybe in sort of a act of misfortune, unintended consequences brought it back to Hamlet, not realizing that it had a secondary thing going on with it that after a certain amount of time had expired, it would blow up. And they had been keeping it in the tower that had been the property of Byrne, his most worshipful mage of Hamlet. And it blew up. It was under the care of Spugnor, the kind of fledgling wizard. And so this event, luckily, it was inside the tower, and so that the kind of perpetual blaze was sort of self-contained. What could have happened if that had been out in the open is that flame just continues, and it continues out over a distance of about a mile or so. And so, if it had not been within the stone structure, that could have been very bad. But fortunately, I guess given the circumstances, it was sort of the best worst situation. Spugnoir is in sort of critical condition. He's okay. He's living, he's breathing, but he's in a coma. A number of the Badgers expired and had died. All the prisoners that you had taken on over the sessions, they were trapped down in the basement. They had no way to escape, so they were toast. Um, and so, yeah, this was sort of the last straw for a lot of the Badgers, and they have uprooted and said, the guy that paid us is no longer around. We were sort of on retainer and sticking around, but after this and having a number of them die in this way, many of them have split. Um, the same situation kind of goes with like the workers of the construction crew for the castle. Um, they've sort of decided there's too much craziness happening down here, and they were already kind of moving into sort of the season where they'd
Whoa, thanks
probably
for the jams,
take a few
man!
months off and then come back. So many of them have left, except Ron the Carpenter. He's sticking around. He likes omelets, so and he's sort of helping out with this big project that some of the adventurers have undertaken to build a palisade wall around the village. And so that's sort of an active downtime activity that's happening in the Discord that all the characters in this campaign will acquire downtime after each session that they have not played in, and that's sort of our way to kind of explain away what were they doing while the other adventurers on that day were having some type of adventure. So that is currently underway. The most current thing that is happening, kind of like as of today, in our game, Elmo, one of the um, well, now one of the members of the Council of Hamlet had been sent away to Verbabank to try to elicit some support from the new Viscount, whether that's in terms of maybe maybe some armed folks to come and help with the battle against the cultists, or financial resources, or what have you, to try to help contain this evil that's starting to flourish. And he uh, didn't really get a warm reception, or one that was really productive. The Viscount basically told Elmo, "Well, you're here talking to me. It sounds like you don't have any leadership. I put you in charge. You're in charge. You have full authority to make whatever decisions you think are right. Here's some gold. Get out of my office," kind of thing. And so Elmo has come back with Noki, Marine's character. He had hired not just Noki, but a few other adventuring types that he found while he was in Verbabank, and that's how we'll introduce any brand new characters from here on out, where they were some of those folks that Elmo had hired while he was up there. He's also bringing back not an exorbitant amount of gold, but enough to pay for the remaining costs of this palisade that's being built. Um, and so uh, those are sort of like kind of the current events as they are as of right now. The five of you are have assembled, and you're making a foray back out there to the temple. Try to take the fight to these cults, because there's a number of reasons for doing so. Probably chief among them is there are a number of people from Hamlet that have been abducted, or um, what have you, kidnapped. Um, and so there is some hope yet that they might be recoverable or still alive. Um, uh, Basically, the other is trying to maybe eliminate some of these cults, so that their their base of operations, they won't be operating out of there and continuing to either raid the villages, raid the merchants, and all of that, and just a general sense of bringing them to justice. So I think that's everything that's kind of currently happening. So we'll go around and give the folks that are watching sort of an introduction to all of your characters. I don't have a prompt or anything, so just tell us what we need to know about your character and understand them. So we'll start out right at the bottom here with Ed.
Hey, I'm Ed, also known as Scenario on the Discord. I'm playing Teasley Slime. Teasley is a halfling. He's a sorcerer of the divine soul, touched by the halfling god of adventure and roguery, Brandabarus. And he follows in Brandabarus's footsteps, as rangy as they might be, and takes it upon himself to bring adventure to the lives of all around him.
Very good. Next up we have Casey.
Hi, I'm Casey, and I'm Casey in the Discord. I am playing Humboldt. Humboldt is a bit of a matchmaker. So he basically, he finds folks and he puts them together. And hopefully they get along. Though he had to get a bit of a reputation before he could, start doing that. You don't trust your kids with just anybody. So he was trying to, do a few good deeds, earn a little reputation, and sort of things, went like a snowball downhill. And now kind of stuck as either I could abandon this and completely ruin my reputation, or deal with a big cult in a big temple. So that's sort of it. Um, and my donkey is now given over to the folks at the general store, Wes and Lots, so they're getting along just fine. But I'm ready to crack some heads. Hi.
All right, and next up we've got Dane Battlehammer, Captain Dane Battlehammer.
Hi, I'm Percy, and I am playing Captain Dane Battlehammer of the Battlehammer clan. A couple of sessions ago, Dane was hit with a thunder wave, and he can no longer hear.
But has put the time and work into learning the art of reading lips, and so that's sort of become maybe a little bit of a gift that the others don't have that has been useful in certain situations. Um, Next up we have Gabe.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gabe. I play Thorwald. Thorwald is a human, totally covered in tribal tattoos, and is a barbarian who has chosen the lifestyle of paladin. So he's kind of have to fight to understand what that means exactly. But he's here in Hamlet to try to do good and follow potentially a career as a paladin from Verbobank.
All right, and then next up we have Maureen, who's uh, first time in this version of the community campaign. Not new to the channel, but new to the Hamlet Temple of Elemental Evil campaign. I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. I'm Maureen, and in the channel I am known as Eowyn, and in fact most people in the channel do call me Eowyn. I am playing or being Pinocchio, also known as Noki. Noki is a bard who's recruited early on to be a spy. All, of course, with the intention of making things better. But most of the things that he did as a spy didn't really make things better. And he's tired of being involved in all of the intrigues. So when Elmo approached him with what seems to be a pretty straightforward offer of coming out and just trying to do good in some overt and completely above board way, he said, "Sure, I'm here."
So, that is our group of adventurers here. It is a little bit of a trek to get out to the area where the temple is located, but after a few days' journey, you make it there. Once again, I'll just kind of ask, because you can kind of plan when you want to make your arrival, whether that be midday, morning, night. I think last time you kind of chose, let's get there kind of early in the day, so we've got some light out and whatnot. So as long as that still sounds reasonable for everyone. Um,
Yeah, make camp overnight a little ways away, get there through dawn, so those of us with bad eyes aren't at too much of a disadvantage.
yeah.
Bad eyes or bat eyes?
Bad. Not
Bad
can't
eyes.
see in the dark, can barely see in the light.
Oh, that's a
That's
shame.
true. You can never find me at all.
No, not particularly easy, that one.
So, yeah, taking your time walking in the direction of the temple with some daylight on you. Even with the light out, there is sort of a perpetual gloom around this area, almost kind of leading you to really get that feel or that sense that this is an accursed place as you're walking towards it. The vegetation is all very dead and sickly looking. The trees are just kind of leafless skeletons uh, silhouetted on in the background. And as you approach this building, some of you have been here before. It is just a dark, foreboding piece of the history of this area. And it has been some question, why is it still here? The forces of good came through here, and the stories go that the horde of elemental evil some 50, 60 years ago was defeated by knights and paladins and this coalition of good, but yet here this thing is, it's still standing um, right before these front doors here, these overbearing some like 30 feet tall doors of sort of an ornate quality. It would appear that there were arcane magics here in some attempt to seal this thing away, but they clearly have been broken. There was a chain that was laying on the ground before it that has been undone, and yeah, no one has tried messing too much with these doors. There are side passages on the to the left and to the right that are made of wood um, that seem to be sort of the more trafficked ways in and out of the temple. Looking up and
Unless
down the structure, you can see there's all these like gargoyle sort of edifices built into the stonework that leer down at you. Um, the stained glass windows, while filthy and dirty, depict sort of vile, obscene uh, imagery of like human sacrifice and things like that.
I hate this place.
I if anyone has like a particularly good insight that we should go through those big doors, eh, we've been through those and we didn't die. So why do we fight? We fight for the
The
booty.
big
Why do
doors
we
look
win? We win for the
bad.
booty.
Like
Why do we
they
die?
seem
We die
like
for the
maybe
booty.
we should not do that at all. I think big doors are bad.
I, I, that way, maybe. Oh, and the staircase is just around there too, so even better.
If you know the way, we'll follow you.
Actually, it's normally Teasley we follow.
You want me to go first? Okay.
But no, not the tail.
I'm running around to the side door.
All right. So you make it around. Doors, are open, and you make your way inside. Um, hold on, right here.
Hold
Uh,
on. What?
I'll assume the others want to pop in, but Cliff just bought a wandering monster, so I'm gonna pause right here to figure out what the heck it's gonna be. Um, let's see. Do I have a table for the upper chamber? I
Dun, dun,
don't
dun.
know. Seems like there should be one. If
We
not,
always
I
make.
can go ahead.
I was going to ask if we just always make decisions like this.
Oh, there
Um,
is.
if you have a better recommendation, we're sort of a meritocracy.
What's the merit that makes him the leader?
Oh no, I just start going and then he takes off, and then we have to take
Fastest.
accuracy.
Ah,
Wait, aren't you the slowest?
I'm the most direct.
It's more a matter of the head start than the overland speed.
got it.
The
Um,
as we're walking, what sort of fighting do you do?
I do the kind of fighting. God, you're going to make me start speaking like you. I do
It's actually considered very attractive in almost every part of the county.
only if it comes out naturally instead of sort of half-assed like this, because I'm hearing it in my ears all the time. So I'm going to try very hard not to copy your voice.
The ladies love it.
Okay, well, perhaps when there are ladies present, then I'll do it. But then you'll be so much better at it than I am. And I've successfully avoided answering your question.
So, I've rolled some dice and figured out what is happening. This is going to be sort of theater of the mind because this is a creature I don't have tokens for or whatnot. But basically, the door. So Teasley opens up the doors and they sort of give a creak, and almost at that exact same moment, some of the characters have experienced this before. This wind kind of blows through and hits the side, all the little crenellations and whatnot of the temple, and there's sort of this howl, almost like screaming, tortured voices ringing out. And as that happens, you hear, you kind of feel like uh, a number of shadows kind of pass over you, and you watch as these giant raven creatures that were perched up on the roof of the temple, sort of out of sight as you're approaching, start to like fly up in sort of a swarm, and a number of them are kind of diving down. And so I'm going to do Teasley, I think, is up and inside the structure as the doors are opened, but the four of you are out there and are going to take one attack each from these giant ravens that are going to dive bomb you. So, like I said, I'm just taking this right from the PDF, so I'm just going to be rolling some d20s and we'll see what happens. So, we'll start first with one on Humboldt, a 19.
We'll just miss.
Next one will be for Dane, an 18.
That'll hit.
And you will. I'm just going to do average damages on this. So 6 points of piercing damage. One on Thorwald, a 15,
Will not hit.
and one on Noki,
Oh, that hurt.
21. So that was 6 points of damage.
Oh,
Oh, you're level 1. That might be.
Oh yes, we've got a couple of variant rules that we are using. One of them is if you ever take half or more of your hit point maximum, you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
okay. Well, it's not half
Okay,
because my hit point max is 14, but it's
okay,
pretty
that's good.
darn close.
So right here, we will roll initiative. And I probably have to unpause here for that to happen.
do that for all of us, or we do it for ourselves?
You could do it for yourselves. So Marine, do you know where? Oh, yeah, you've played around in Foundry. You know where the initiative tracker is.
Yes.
All right, and I'm going to just roll. Not so good on that. What are okay? So Ravens are going to be at the bottom of this initiative order. So we start then with Teasley. Um, no secret what's happening behind you as you look back. You can kind of see these giant birds diving down and hitting some of your comrades.
All right. Well, let's see here. Out of these 5-foot squares,
Yes,
we're a little bigger than the squares, correct? So
I think so.
if I
Yeah,
measure, it should be based on squares on the map.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, then I'm just going to move to the, like you said, we're doing theater of the mind anyway. But I'm going to move up to the doors and fire a firebolt at one of these giant ravens while
Okay,
staying inside.
sounds good.
I'll hit a 19
19 will hit.
for 2 points of fire damage.
Okay. Um, the four. So there's like a flock up above, but the four that kind of dive bombed your comrades are still in melee range. They haven't flown out of attack of
Okay.
opportunity range. Which one would you like to hit?
If we use the images here, I think I'd try to hit the one on Noki because
Okay.
I think he's the most fragile.
Yeah, that makes sense. So a couple points on that one. Um, next up is Noki's turn.
I'm going to cast um, a minor illusion. And what I'd like to do is cast an illusion of um, actually Teasley, because that's the only thing I can keep in my head right now, and have him stand far away over here by this tree.
Okay, so just to be clear, I'm pretty sure this has to be an object because this is a cantrip, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It does have to be. Okay, then Teasley's,
Or sound or
it can be, hang on just a sec. Yeah, you're right. It does have to be an object. Okay, so what object? I know, a helmet. So I'm going to go ahead and make it a bright, shiny, tantalizing, raven-friendly helmet on the ground. So that maybe they'll go for it.
okay. Sounds good.
And put it right about there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so this like kind of plumed helmet shows up, very colorful, very tacky looking, um, hoping to hoping for it to draw their attention. Um,
Yes. Then I'm going to move towards the door.
sounds good. So if you move though, you'd be moving out of range of this. You're being harried by this raven right now, so um, without a
Oh, so
disengage
it will.
action, he would attack you.
Oh, thank you for that reminder too. Well, I can't disengage at this point, so I will stand here with my hands over my head
Okay.
and just concentrate.
Humbled.
You're kidding me. I hate this place. It'll take a swing with my staff over my head and see how tough these raven bastards are. Um, and just see if and I will attack recklessly to see if I can hit 21.
21 hits.
Normal normal, no ragey damage. 7 points.
It is still up.
I will swing with the back end of the staff, also recklessly. $22.
Yep.
For 4 more.
It is still up.
Well, these are normal birds. Inside.
No, these
inside,
are
everybody.
giant ravens. These are medium-sized creatures. So.
No, these are tough even for turkeys. So he'll shift kind of the one step that he can, without getting outside of the.
Sure.
Without invoking attack of opportunity. Be like, come on. That's it.
Thorwald.
Okay, so I have the one on me, the one that humble just attack is not within range, right?
If you want to be within range of it, I'll say you can be. But the way I'm going to have this set up is basically, if you move away from one, you'd only incur one attack of opportunity.
I'll attack the one next to me.
Okay.
With my longsword and see where it goes. But probably not hit.
I think their AC is 13. Let me check. Yeah, that one will miss.
So yeah, I'll do what Humble did, just do one step, because everything counts, and that's it. Curse the gods for making me miss, but I'm done.
Dane, it is your turn.
I guess I'll hit 1, 2. Do we like have one on each of us? Is that how this is?
That's exactly right. Yep.
I am
Ooh.
going to hit the one that's on. What's her name?
Noki.
Oh,
Okay.
Noki.
Noki. And I'm not a girl.
Sorry.
It's okay. It happens all the time.
That'll hit.
It does.
6 points. All right.
And then I would like. Oh. I will cast Shield of Faith on Noki.
Sounds good.
+2 to your AC.
Thank you.
So, the 4 original giant ravens that are down here will continue to attack. One attack on each of you. So we'll start with Humbled.
Advantage on that one.
Advantage on that one. Ooh.
That hit.
And I'm gonna roll this one since it was a crit. What do we got? D6s. That'll be 9 points of damage. Next one on Dane. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
6 points. Next one is Thorwald. That's going to be a miss. And last one on Noki. 19.
Oh, it's still a hit, even with all of the protection.
That'll be 6 points of damage.
Okay, now I'm below.
It's just if the damage number is half or more of your max, so you're still okay.
Well, sort of.
For now, because 4 more are diving down from that flock up above. So now you all have 2 on you. So we'll start first with the one on Humbled. Advantage.
Miss.
Next one on Dane. A critical hit.
2 accounting.
It'll still be 6 points. So even though it was a crit, it was a low crit. So 6 points of damage to Dane. Next one on Thorwald.
Oh,
14.
I'm so lucky, no.
And Noki. Oh no, a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So 6 points of damage.
I'm down.
Back to the top of the. Oh wait. So you just went down to 0 hit points. Okay. So, did we lose someone?
We did. We lost Gabe.
Thorwald.
Oh, okay. Um, oh, he's back. So Noki, one of the other variant rules, the way that Dane ended up being deaf was from a lingering injury that he incurred.
Okay.
So when you go to 0 hit points, there's a chance that you have a lingering injury. So the way this works is roll me a d6.
Okay. Oh, where's the hang on.
If you roll a 5 or 6, we will roll on the table. Oh no.
I'm rolling on the
We're
table.
rolling on the table. Let me pull it up. And this was piercing damage. So, roll me a d20.
Okay.
Lucky 13.
Okay, 13 is a horrible scar. You are disfigured to the extent that the wound can't be easily concealed. You'll have disadvantage on persuasion checks, but you'll have advantage on intimidation checks.
Ooh.
Magical healing of 6th level or higher can remove the scar. So when you get hit by this, and it downs you, like that beak just tears right into your flesh down like the right side of your face and just leaves this nasty wound. Um,
Bone is peeking out.
and that brings us back to the top, and it's Teasley's turn.
All right, so lots of people have been hit here. Who's looking rough other than Noki?
Gnocchi.
But who else is looking rough?
I'm down by 9.
Dane's down by like 18.
Okay. I am going to spend sorcery points to twin spell a healing word and hit both Noki and Dane with it. So you can both gain 7 hit points. And then with my action, I will firebolt one of the birds on Noki. Again.
Sounds good. There's one that's injured there. I think that you hit.
I'll go for the injured one
That'll hit.
and hit a 19 again. This time for 10 points of damage.
It is still up, but looking pretty rough.
And then I will jump over to the side of the door so that there's room for others to get in here.
All right. And as we move, so those of you that are still out there, there are still 4 up in the air that haven't come down yet. Noki, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to disengage and scream and run towards the door.
All right. So it'll be half your movement to stand up, so you can get 15 feet closer to the door with the
Okay,
disengage.
so that's 5, 10, 15, right about there.
And then next up we have Humboldt.
Are you kidding me? Bonus action rage. Swing the staff recklessly at this bird that didn't fall down the first 2 times.
That's a hit.
19. That should be this one. 13 points to the wounded one above me.
That one goes down.
Okay. I think I'm kind of stuck here without taking an attack of opportunity, so I will stay here.
All right,
That's
next
it.
up is Thorwald.
I will continue attacking. If I retreat now, there's 2 party members still outside, so it's not a good idea. So yeah, let's see if this time I can hit something. That'd be ideal. 14.
That'll hit.
Okay, let's do some damage then. Well, I guess it's something.
All right, 5 points. We just had a redemption for some rerolls. Apparently, Nuthouse 57 is feeling bad for what they have done here.
As he should.
Yeah.
Permanent wound, first combat.
Permanent wound.
So 5 rerolls in the player pool here. All right, so Thorwald, you hit 1. Did 5 points of damage. Anything else?
No, I have to stay there until our friends can get past us. I'll hold the line with Humboldt.
Sounds good. Dane, it is your turn.
All right, for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Does that drop it on? Is it concentration?
Yes.
And then for my action, I'm going to dash and try and make it into the door.
Okay, so incurring 2 attacks of opportunity here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alex, you're on fire tonight. What happened?
I don't know. I'll take it back. It's going to be
Oh, no.
12 points.
Oh,
I guess I really wanted to see a short rest at some point during my session. So that was the one attack. The second one.
oh, come on.
Oh my god.
That's impossible.
What?
Alex just really wants to kill Dane.
All right, that one's
Holy
only 7
moly.
points.
Oh,
Dane's at 0.
Dane drops to 0. Yeah, the chat's like, well, DM, you've got to reroll it.
wow.
So, we're at the bottom.
Wait, Dane, did you go unconscious?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, roll
you're
a
unconscious, or-
d6.
Oh.
I was hoping I misheard that.
I heard it.
Okay, so goes down to 0. Here we go. Noki is standing. You've got 2 of the birds on you. Let's see if I can manage to not roll a 20. Okay, that one's only a 10, so that one will miss.
That one misses.
Second one is an 18.
That will hit.
How many hit points do you have left?
7.
Okay, so you take 6 points. If you were lower, I'd say okay, let's roll it to see if it's a chance. But so 6 points. You're still up. Next
Still barely.
is Humbled. This one at advantage.
1 bird with an advantage. 21 will hit. 23 will hit.
So 6 points of damage is what it
Yep.
puts out. Next would be Dane, but seeing you go down, I think
I guess I get forward this round.
I'll take
think-
the hit. It's fine.
No, I think they're seeing the other 2 there. They're gonna deal with the 2 that are actively swinging things around at them. So, 1 towards Humboldt and 1 towards Thorwald.
Humble will try and clobber the one that's coming towards him.
Okay.
Pull on master it.
That will hit.
Got 16. Cool. That is That is incorrect. Not that. Why isn't it showing me my damage thing? There it is. That is incorrect. Ah, never mind. Hang on. Seven points of damage.
7 points. Okay. So this was the one that was like already wounded. It's looking pretty bad, but it's still up. The other one was for Thorwald. 16.
Not hit. Thanks to Sertan's magical shield.
Sounds good. So those were the ones that were on Dane. Thorwald, you've got 2 of your own to contend with, so they'll make their attacks. I'll use
16
my
will not hit.
I'll use my reroll because I'm cruel.
As long as you don't do a 20, but you can do a 19, right?
So that'll be 6 points.
Okay.
And then the other
Here we go.
one,
19.
the other one misses. And then Noki, you have
1.
1. And 13 will miss.
Yes.
All right, we're back to the top of the order. Teasley, it is your turn.
All right. Well, we're gonna start out by creeping back over to the door and seeing the chaos that's going on. I'm gonna throw out that healing word at Dane. Just one of them though, because I don't have that many sorcery points at level 3. So I'm gonna heal Dane for 4, and then fire a firebolt at one of the ones. Are there still 2 on Noki or
Just 1.
just 1? Okay, I'm gonna try to hit that one again. Uh, 19 again for 1 point of
1
fire
point.
damage.
All right.
And then back around the corner. I think I accidentally closed the door, but I'm okay with that.
Naki, it is your turn.
Okay, so if I have to disengage again, I'm definitely doing that, and I am going for the door.
All right. Um, just given that the map is a little wacky and whatnot, we'll say that with this disengage and move, that you get into the building.
I'm going to just collapse on the other side of the door and scoot towards Teasley.
Let's see, Humbled.
Humboldt will recklessly attack the one that is wounded from Dane that came over to him.
Okay.
So advantage. Hiya! Ooh, 14?
14 will
Good
hit.
thing he rolled with advantage.
Yeah, and that will do this damage to that thing.
All right, that one goes down.
Okay, and I think there's one more still on me? Or not? I think there is.
There's still one more, yep.
Okay, so that one will get a advantage attack with the back end. Oh yeah.
That hits.
Now we're rolling.
And that will do 8 points of damage to that one.
All right. Thorwald.
Okay, I'll continue attacking the one. There's no one more left on Dane, right? Or still one?
I think the one, it's got still the one there that turned its attention to you is more or
Okay,
less there, but
I will attack if there's one chance that it can eat Dane. I'll attack that one. If not, I'll continue attacking the one I was already attacking.
okay, sounds good. So the one that was on Dane has not been hit yet.
Okay, so attack that one.
All right, that'll hit.
And then see if I can do some better damage this time. Well, only slightly.
7 points. Still up. So there are still just the head count here. There was one that was on Noki that's taking a little bit of fire damage from Teasley. Humboldt, you've got one on you. Thorwald, you've got you've more or less got three on you right now because you've taken kind of this other one on from Dane. Um, so that's where we're at there. Dane,
So
it is.
I will use the bonus action to rage at this point. I think it's gonna be very bad if I don't. Sorry. Bye.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that resistance might come in play here. Um, Dane, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to hit one that's been injured on Thorwald. And I'm going to use. I know I'll use the War God's blessing and increase that to another 10.
Okay, 19 would hit.
And I'm going to expend 3 charges for my staff.
So total 17. That one goes down.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use the War Priest and hit another one.
All right, 25 will hit. There's another injured one on Thorwald. Would you like to target that one?
Yep. And I'll use another 3 charges.
Good thing Dane's awake.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
yes,
Dane's
that
dead.
one is down.
And can I move without getting an opportunity attack? Maybe a couple
I think
cards?
since you just hit one, probably not, because you would have moved up to one.
No, but can I move around so that I'm one space closer? Or...
Sure, yeah, it's fine. Um, okay, so bottom of the order, we've got some giant ravens here. We've got one that was. Oop, I got stuff falling over here. I've got one that was on Noki that I think is going to like beeline forward and probably end up right where you are, Thorvald. So I'm going to resolve that one first.
Would it maybe get close enough I could whack at it?
Yeah.
All right, I will take the whack at it.
That'll hit.
I'm whacking that bird.
Whacking.
Somebody whack this bird.
10.
10 points.
Whacking.
He's still up, and let's see. I think I rolled
A 19.
19, so
For your hit.
24 to
Yeah.
hit. That'll
Yeah,
be
you hit.
6 points of damage. One on
That's good.
Humboldt.
Attacking with advantage. That'll do.
All right.
Hit.
So 22 to hit, puts out 6 points of damage. And let's see, Thorwald. There's still one of your original ones on you. That one will miss. And then the other 4 from up top are going to dive down at this point. So we will divvy these up. One.
Hey, Cliff.
This is Cliff. You did this. Hopefully you're enjoying.
I'm
So
sure he is. I'm sure he is.
I'm gonna roll to see who gets the leftover one. This will be going towards Humboldt. So 2 attacks on Humboldt
With advantage.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Well, that one will still
Okay,
miss.
that time.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
that'll do it.
6 points on that.
Yep.
One for Thorwald. A 24 to hit. 6 points.
Ah,
And a 17 for Dane.
Misses.
All right, we're back to the top. Let's see if they can get into the church or not. Teasley.
all right. I'm gonna jump over in front of the door. I'm gonna try to blast one of them with the firebolt. And there's how many out there right now?
There are still 7.
Seven.
I'm gonna blast one that looks injured.
Okay.
Is there one that looks particularly like feathers falling out?
Yep, there is. The one that was on Noki. The one that you'd fired on before.
All
So
right.
that'll hit.
3 points of fire damage.
He's still
Uh,
up.
And then who's looking really rough out there? Dane's pretty bad still,
Yeah.
right?
Dade's really bad. He's at like 4.
Humble's been hit a lot, but you're raging. Are you
I am
looking?
raging. I'm about half the humbled I used to be.
And what about Thorwald?
half the old tool what I used to be.
All right. I will go ahead and spend the last of my sorcery points to twin spell another healing word on Torvald and Dane. So you can each gain 5.
Thank you.
And then I'll run around again.
All right, Noki.
I'm gonna limp over to the door, which is still sort of like I hope gapped a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and aim using my hand crossbow and hope that it hits at the one that Teasley was just trying to kill.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yep, you fire away, you'll hit.
Yay, and
And that
Nice.
one goes down.
yay! I'm gonna fall back.
Humboldt.
We'll go for the one near one of the ones on me. If there is one that's injured, aim for that one.
Yep.
We will attack recklessly because we do. Critty.
All right. And that will do. That one goes down.
Back end attack on another one on me. I don't think either of them are injured now.
Yeah, these ones are at full. These are the 2 that just dropped down.
Got it. Ooh,
Ooh, another
again.
one.
That would be 2d.
With the Alex 4 and Kazi 2 now.
Plus
So.
5. 2d 4s plus 5. That. 9 to that one.
9 to that one. Okay. That one's still up.
Die.
Let's see. Thorwald.
Is there any more on Dane?
There's 1 on Dane, 2 on you, 2 on Humboldt.
Okay, I will attack the one on Dane. And I will hit, and then the damage, hopefully this time is going to be a little bit more. Yes, 11
All right.
points.
That one's looking pretty rough, but it is still up.
Still up? Okay.
All right. that brings us to Dane.
We're gonna die out here, guys.
We have to kind of take care of them, or they'll get us as we come limping out.
I'm gonna hit the one that's on me.
Doing all I can to keep you alive. Just kill him.
That'll hit. That one goes down.
Nice.
And I'll use my War Priest to take another swing at one on Thorwald.
That'll hit.
I'm gonna drop another 3 into that one of the hammer.
And 6 points plus. Okay, that one goes down. So there
So
are
we have
three
three left.
left.
That's manageable.
One for each of us, guys.
I don't think they play fair like that.
So giant ravens are up. We'll start with the 2 on Humboldt. Are these advantages this round?
Advantages. Yep. Okay. 18 will miss.
All right. Second one.
23 is gonna hit.
20.
Oh, the crit though.
Ooh, crit.
Again.
All the crits. Ooh, that was a big one.
And that will be 14 is the output.
Got
The other one is Thorwald.
Doesn't hit.
Does not hit. All right, back to the top. Teasley.
I'm gonna need y'all to kill these things because I'm running out of juice. And I'm gonna firebolt one of them. One that looks injured.
Hits.
But I'm really good at these.
That was the number you needed. That one goes
7
down.
points of damage. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to convert a spell into sorcery points.
Sounds good. Noki, you're up next.
Eh, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did last time and hope it works.
That'll hit.
I'll do some really good damage.
So there's two that are at full. One's on Humboldt, one's on Thorwald. Do you have a preference?
I'm going to hit the. I'm going to try and hit the one on Humboldt.
Okay. And thank you for the follow, Egrist1. We appreciate that. Thanks for coming hanging out with us here on a Friday night as we're playing some D&D.
As we're all dying.
Getting
To
beat up
birds.
by ravens.
Well, I wasn't so sure you were going to make it through that in a straight up combat thing, but it looks like you got it under control now.
Anything can happen.
Anything could happen, that's true. Nuthouse could redeem
Cliff,
something else.
he might redeem
insane.
another one.
God, no, hope not.
And let's see. Okay, 5 points of damage on that one. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, next up is Humboldt.
Reckless attack on the one that's bugging me. Oh, 14?
That'll hit.
That'll do not this. That'll do that. 12 points.
That one goes down. You just have the one left.
Bonus action, back end attack on that one on Thorwald.
Hits.
Nine.
All right. Still up as we turn to Thorwald's turn.
I'll attack him.
That will not hit.
Is that
Reroll.
right
You
though?
could reroll.
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 Is that right? Are you only adding 3 to your attacks?
No, I shouldn't be adding 3. It should be 5. So, okay. Thank you for noticing that.
Oh, then you just needed a 13, so if it's higher than the 12, you hit.
Yeah, it's a +5. Okay, so let me roll the damage then. 1 second. Here we go. And that's 10 points of damage.
All right, that one goes down.
Nice.
You are out of combat.
Okay, drop out of rage. Consume 3 rounds.
Oh, everything hurts.
How many is that? Like 12?
Well, that was a bit light. Like, why'd you do that?
Why'd we do what?
I'm pissed off the birds. Last time they just watched us.
Yeah, this time they didn't.
What'd you do? Did you say something?
Maybe we can find a place to have a nice sit down.
That sounds like a great idea.
And Humboldt will drink one of his healing potions just in case we don't manage to sit down.
Yeah, sounds good.
We're
Wait,
looking
so
for.
I used almost all of my magic just now. So hopefully we don't have much we have to do.
So you step into the interior of the grand entrance to the temple, and I'm going to throw up the image here for folks who want to see some of the art here from the book. There's that. So once again, sort of the description of this as you step in is the entire hall is kind of filled with these pillars of different sort of various colored stone that run up and down the large, long entranceway. There are a number of altars that you've already kind of explored that seem like the places where a lot of human sacrifice had been practiced in times past. It all seemed disused, that it hadn't been used recently, but doesn't make it any less ghoulish as you step through here, looking at the frescoes of the entryway, all sorts of different vile imagery depicted. But it is silent, and other than just the environment making you feel sort of at unease, you don't get the sense that there are baddies out there waiting to ambush you or anything like that. So you can take a long rest here. I guess the secondary thing, yeah, that you could safely do a short rest here. Maybe this is a good place for us to take a little 10-15 minute break too, as we kind of do some of these process things before we continue on. So thanks everyone for hanging out with us. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back shortly. Oh, I'm not even there. Now you can hear me. I was muted. I was just getting done saying we've gotten through as far as dealing with the wandering monster that the chat has purchased for us. So we're happy to have you all interact with the stream through the EXP store. Um, Basically, how it works is you earn EXP as you are watching the stream. So the more you watch the stream, and if you do things like cheer and subscribe and follow, those things will give you some bonus EXP as well. So check out the store. Feel free to throw some stuff in here, whether it's rerolls or potions, or you want to see an encounter. They're not always combat encounters. It was just at the start of the session, it seemed like that should be the way to go. I guess we didn't really talk about the Lareth thing a little bit, but that was a random encounter that happened in our previous session. Was right at the tail end. We had a random encounter that got rolled, and we had Lareth's gang kind of show up, and the party sort of made a deal with them. They're located in a tower just outside of the temple here, and so a deal has sort of been struck that they'll not harass the party coming and going from the temple as long as they get 50% of the wealth that they loot from the temple. So as of right now, that deal is still intact. So, anyways, you make it into the temple. You've taken a short rest, kind of licked your wounds from these giant ravens that just attacked you, and Thorwald, I think you wanted to kind of do a little bit of just kind of perusing around and taking in some of the scenery that you're seeing on some of the um, plastered on the stonework and whatnot here. So,
Before
um,
he does that, get a cast of aid and
okay,
give Thorwald, um, Maureen, and Humboldt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
5 hit points.
5 hit points, yeah.
Thank you much.
Oh, I see how it is.
Teasley, you don't take damage.
I try not to. You should try not to.
Yeah.
so you've been spending some time within the temple here, and yes, the walls are plastered and painted with these scenes of kind of the vile activities of the former horde of elemental evil. Um, Thorwald, you were you present at the Emerald Meadows flashback? Okay.
It was.
So I guess a couple of things. Kind of straight ahead over the stonework that where that staircase, that grand staircase that leads down. Um, no one's gone down there yet, but it's kind of built into this big pillar of stone. There is the imagery of the flaming eye that you saw Lareth wearing is there. He had sort of suggested that he was trying to emulate the former horde in order to kind of bring these random cults and these folks that are here under his employ seemingly has failed to do so. So you recognize that. The other thing that you'll recognize is in some of the demonic edifices here is that character that you saw of the very tall, long-fingered demonic presence that was sort of draped in sort of this fungal cloak. Um, she's depicted in many of the images here in these pillars. As are
And
other
then,
scenes of like demon summoning and such.
and so I guess I would say Thor will at least get to the staircase and check that out,
Okay.
unless someone
Can I
has some objection.
Wait a second.
um
Where did Thorwald go?
where did he go?
Uh,
He's like up past this pillar. If you can't see him, that's the direction you would have seen him go up north here.
I want to do a history check before we go much further and just look at all of these things.
Sure. Go ahead and do a history check. Um.
Barely.
Yeah. So there there is a lot of history tied up in the region and with this temple. Um, you're not you're not intimately familiar with that history yourself. Everything that you've learned is either what Elmo has told you or what the party here has told you. And so you've got kind of like the grand sense that yes, this was a temple that worshippers of elemental evil used a few decades ago and that they were purged from the area. So you know like that general story, but not really any specifics about it.
Yeah, Elmo. He didn't tell me that I'd be part traveling with a party of adventurers that would be able to take on like 7 ravens. And I'm gonna go touch my face, which is still hurting from this. He and I are gonna have words.
He may not have impressed him. Well, he himself maybe didn't know. He didn't know about the temple at that time when he left. I'm not sure. Um, all of this is probably yeah. As you're taking in this temple, it probably feels like wow. This I was not. I thought I was just maybe going to guard some caravans or be on part of the town militia. I didn't. I didn't sign up for this exactly. But yeah, you all make your way to the northern part of the structure here, and you see that great staircase. And beyond the staircase, you can see the stonework kind of turns to more of a crimson red north of that. It looks like
That is
Thorwald wants to go and maybe take a peek at what you see on the other side there.
Absolutely.
All right. So you
Whoa,
move up there.
I see a huge type of
You,
stuff.
yeah. So what you see is a dais that extends to the north of the temple. There it forms a sort of circular area that rises up. Um, the floor, steps, and walls there are made of a black basalt material, highly polished and gleaming from whatever light source you're kind of bringing with you, or there's some light that's sort of filtering in from the stained glass windows up above you as well. So it's pristine. Four steps lead up to the upper platform, upon which you see a great throne of purplish basalt with alluring demon faces carved into it, grinning like a skull. Above the throne, the following words in the common tongue are chiseled into the curved wall. The power of elemental death brings mortals low, but raises the nameless one high. The flagstones upon which the throne sits are 10 feet squares of granite set in a colorful mosaic pattern. And there is an image here that I'll share with you. I think this was one that Cliff did. There's that.
That looks inviting.
Um,
Um,
Thornwall, maybe don't step on the dais. There were traps downstairs with bars and spiky bits.
well, can we at least analyze those skulls? Because at the battle, that demon had a skull, like a golden kind of skull with gemstone inside.
I just careful where you step. Pressure plates, droppy spiky things. I mean, you're gonna have to walk there eventually. Just
You
gingerly.
could you rock me on the dais?
I suppose we could rock you on the dais.
why are we working him on the dais?
I don't know.
On the dais, on the dais.
I mean,
On the
unless
dais.
you're the nameless one, you don't want to sit there. Clearly,
Oh, um. Oh, is this a
Maybe,
riddle? I hate riddles.
but perhaps power of elemental death. What is elemental death?
uh,
Snuffing out a candle.
I mean, is it
That
the
I want to experience.
Toa will walk around the dais and then choose as insertion point the square here and try to very cautiously looking around, making sure that it's not stepping on pressure plates. Try to get to the throne or whatever that thing is.
Sure. Um, Give me a perception check. You're looking at the stonework. You're sort of studying it to ascertain whether there's a mechanism or whatever underfoot of those colored flagstones, and it doesn't. From what you can tell, no. You don't see anything that would indicate as such.
Then I cautiously continue walking.
Okay.
And
As you
getting
step
closer,
onto
right?
the green tiles, they sort of begin to glow. There's like an aura that lights up.
Oh, crap.
Only on the green one?
Just the green, like kind of that section of green where you step forward, all those stones light up.
Maybe
I'd like to point out it
come
wasn't
back.
me.
Maybe just jump back as far as you can. Maybe.
But I'm trying to get to the throne. Stop
Aye,
back.
but there's green glow bits below you. Look, I've been wanting to get a wizard in here since day one, but nobody sends me a wizard, and I'm not real comfortable with this green glow thing.
Green, red, white.
He hasn't blown up yet.
The important part is yet.
Well,
Red
Okay,
is
I
usually
trust
bad.
you guys. If I explode, you'll cure me. Come on.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Pick up the pieces, I suppose.
Aha! Wait,
Is this one of those dignity and honor things?
I have 3 potions somehow. But that's about it.
I'm pretty certain that I'm not gonna blow up. Come on.
I've seen
Okay,
people
so
blow
you
up.
step
It's
over the
pretty bad.
brown. The brown lights
Yes.
up. And you step on the
Whoa.
green. The second pair of green lights up then as well.
I think I know what's going on here. It's a code. Like, you know.
Is it? No.
I don't
No?
understand. It's like but he's staying alive. Staying alive.
On the dais, on the dais.
Okay, I'm pretty close to the throne. I'm just gonna stop where I am, just not willing to risk it, but I'm definitely taking a closer look as much as I can
At the throne.
to the throne. Like
So, see,
they see there are scouts.
yeah, sounds good. Chat's asking, Planet Buster's asking, do they stay lit when he leaves? Yes, they stay lit. Um, so from where you're standing, Thorwald, the green right underneath you is still lit up, and you start to kind of inspect these skulls that make up the armrests of the chair, and definitely the horned one at the pinnacle of the throne. Um, I think it sounds like what you're looking for is, are any of these possibly the golden skull? And none of them are, they're all kind of composed of that basalt black stone, and none of them seem to have any kind of compartments where gemstones could be inlaid.
But do they look like that one
Um,
that the demoness had with her? Is just
only in so much as they are skull-like in mold or whatever. I would say the thing that you saw the demoness holding was had the visage of a skull, but was maybe more of like an orb, ultimately.
so I stepped green, brown, green, correct to get here.
That's how you got there, yeah.
What do you guys suggest? Go back the way I came, or try the red ones, for example?
Oh, I
Oh,
see how
no.
it is. You get all the way in there, and then you're like, what do I suggest? No, at this point, this one's on you, pal.
Okay, got it. Okay, then Thorwald will step into the white one.
Okay,
Down
it
here.
lights up.
See, they're just lighting up.
Hey, and that can't mean anything bad ever.
Disco, disco.
Okay, I'm out of here. I don't know what's going on, but and I'm getting a little bit scared. Yeah, I understand. Okay, but you know they light up, but they don't blow up yet. So that's a fact.
No blowing up yet.
Again with the yet.
Okay, guys, we're safe. Nothing happened.
Yet.
Are they still lit up then?
They're
not.
currently still lit up.
So there are, this one is lit up, this one is lit up, this one is lit up, and
Yep.
this one.
Yep. So four in total.
I would like to point out that of the possible colors, I didn't touch the red ones. Do you guys
Go,
think
go touch the red one.
Oh, we have a thing to do 2 floors down.
Okay.
Always touch
I
the
agree,
red
I agree.
button.
Okay,
I mean-
this is just for scientific purposes, so that when the wizard guys get here, we can tell them what happened. Okay.
The wizard that's in the coma because of the decisions we've made.
That one.
What's scientific?
The two, the one that's been turned to stone and the one that's in a coma. We're going
Right,
through
those are
wizards
the
at
ones.
an alarming rate.
That's right.
Well, Thorwald
You
is
wonder
no
why you
expert
don't have
on
any
how many
wizards in
wizards there-
Hamlet. This is why. They've heard about this. They don't fare well there.
They're not
If
the
I
many
were a
Another
wizards.
thing
wizard,
I'm
I
voting
wouldn't go
down.
there.
Uh,
Good thing
so,
I'm not a wizard.
I mean, if you do want to experiment, they're your legs. But
You've got two of them. You can spare
True.
one.
but the fella with the air and the bug bar.
Let's do that.
If it goes well, we could come up here and do that before going out, I suppose. Eh.
This one over here is just a brazier, right? Right, Alex?
Yes.
Step on it and see.
No, oh.
There's a door over here. You guys want me to open this?
Oh, it's all of you.
What?
Are you being nice and calm, Humbled? Are you not running off at all?
I know. It's like you've infected them.
I haven't done
I
anything.
know, it's great. I love it. I don't have to do anything. They all do it for me.
All at once at the same time, so then we can play around with whatever door opens up.
Dane, you might as well open the door. It will not have any
I'm
peace.
going to listen
Joe
on
is
the
going
door.
Listening to the door. Okay, give me a perception
Listening
check.
sounds like a good idea.
Okay, it
Wait, who's listening at the
sounds.
door?
Where's
Yeah, that's
Teasley?
right. That's right.
Guy.
Dane! Oh
You
my
don't
God,
hear
he's
anything.
doing it again.
He does it every time. It's perfect. I love it so much. I can't tell you how much I enjoy
Oh,
that he
it
does that
hurts.
every time.
It hurts so much.
Okay.
You can ask him if he heard anything, but he won't hear you ask.
Okay.
He's stoned, Dave.
And why is he listening
Yeah.
at the door?
After Thorwald finds out that the death dwarf is trying to listen to the door, he'll go himself to listen up.
All right, go ahead and give a perception. You know, dwarves live a long time. He's been doing the same motion probably in every dungeon he's ever been in for God knows how long. It's just muscle memory.
It's just habit. At this point, he may habitually hear something.
So
Actually
Thorwald,
worked.
you it sounds silent on the other side.
No sounds, guys.
Yes, you.
I give the thumbs up to Dane. No sound.
Can I at least check it for traps?
No. Yes, please.
So just visually kind of looking for anything out of sorts. So you can give a perception
Well, I'm not
check.
going to listen, so sure.
They both are just the same bronzewood material, and nothing seems out of ordinary. So you open up the door, and what you see, oh, this room, a lot of the vile and obscene stonework and such has been kind of defaced and chiseled out, and it looks like somebody intentionally kind of you've seen this, I think, in another portion of the southern end of the temple. That somebody had kind of wrecked up some of that scenery. So you see a lot of that, a lot of gravel and whatnot, kind of strewn about the room. You also see there's a number of tables that have kind of given way to time. Some old uh, couches and whatnot, padded chairs strewn about. You see that there is a stack of kindling near the door. Seems to be the only thing in here that hasn't been disturbed. Amidst the litter are several skeletons, likely human. One of them still wears a tattered scarlet robe.
They're not moving.
They're not moving.
So it does look like there's a way downstairs in here.
Definitely not.
Fair. So the stairs then.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do applaud your curiosity. I like it.
Let's see. Where's the wall? Oh, that's a wall.
There's another door we haven't opened.
Oh.
Where?
Where?
Where is that?
Over here. Over here.
This one there.
Teasley, do you think that's an interesting door?
No, but we haven't opened it.
Oh, I collided with something.
The little red line is actually a wall, so you got to hug the stairs as you go past.
Hug, 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 hug.
All
Hug.
right. So you're going over here. Same thing. It's a bronze wood door.
Somebody get Dane to listen to it.
No, it's we'll just open the door. It's fine.
Yeah, we open it. Yes.
All
Why
right.
is it fine?
Oh, I am gonna laugh so hard if it explodes.
You
Me
open
too.
up. You open up the door. Opens up into a small vestry. Pieces of broken glass and splinters of crystal lie scattered within. Someone evidently made a fire in the far corner, as bits of charred wood and cloth lie on the floor, and the rafters overhead are blackened with soot. A pile of robes, once ivory colored, lie in the center of the room. They are soiled and stained with excrement.
So we've seen ivory robes. We've seen kind of reddish, purple robes. Did we see any other colors?
I think they were green or brown. Down when we were heading downstairs.
Yeah, I think there definitely was a set of brown robes I remember.
Oh, but that was a fur.
Her?
A fur?
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Mm-hmm.
Where are the stairs? Where did you guys find the stairs?
Oh, they're over here by the pool of blackish goo.
There's another set of stairs up here, too.
Oh, aye. But I think these were the stairs that we knew where the other stairs were to get down 2 flights of stairs.
This is the way we went before.
This
Oh,
is the way we went before.
I'll follow you guys. Not a problem. Alex, this area does it have any indicator of what of the cults this could be of? I see it
Maybe
in
There's a
green.
pool with
Yeah.
gross water in it.
not as
Water.
not
Okay.
yeah, not as straightforward as maybe you're looking for if you're looking for symbols and whatnot. This one definitely is. Did anybody like look in the pool?
I'll look in the
No.
pool.
Okay. So if you look in the pool, you'll see that there's sort of an indentation in the pool for where a person could be maybe forcibly strapped down or detained underneath the water. Not unlike, I think it was this other altar up here that has a person-shaped indentation in it that seemed to be for a ritualistic sacrifice kind of thing.
So this was the water, kind of.
And there's some seashells scattered about.
Okay.
So, plan is to descend down these stairs.
Yep.
Aye.
Oh, I
Alright.
think I'm beginning to understand that quote. I don't like it.
The power of the mental death brings mortals low, but elevates the nameless one high. What does it mean? What do you think?
Well, if we have one place where you kill people by some sort of elemental death, and you have another place where you kill people by some sort of elemental death, maybe if you kill people in ways that are accomplished by all of the elements, then that throne will go up and something will happen. Or maybe not.
Well, that sounds terrible.
I don't want to meet someone named the Nameless One. I feel like
Are they named that? Like
well, if
by
we
definition, they're not, right? Because otherwise, it's like it's a paradox.
I sort of figure as someone who's trying to be cool, but they're really not.
Oh, like the beautiful one.
Similar, aye.
Is a map popping up for everybody?
Yep.
Mhm.
I see
Alright.
me.
I don't yet see a token, but I see the map.
You're probably underneath somebody.
I don't see any tokens.
Oh,
I
you
might need to
don't.
refresh.
May need to
I need to
refresh. It
find
is a
first.
Teasley's got his light source
I
on.
feel like I had this problem last time we came to this map too.
Yeah, I think you just refreshed and it solved itself.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
While we're
Except it's a
waiting,
huge map, so it takes a long time to reload.
So, just a little reminder of what you're seeing in this corridor. This is the one that has the frescoes that depict various states of elemental devastation, wildfires and floods and uh, hurricanes and tornadoes and such, earthquakes. All of this is depicted on each kind of like 10-foot section of panel on either side of the hallway, running the entire length of it.
I think it was just sort of straight, and then a bit to the right was more down.
more down.
Right, that's
I,
good.
yeah, we sort of did a bit to the right and a bit more to the right, and we found harpies and ghouls.
I'm
Are they
just
still
gonna
there?
kind of move your tokens down to
We
the
killed
area
them.
that you're talking about. And yes, right here you can see that not exactly stairs, but the floor itself. Dane, when you initially came in here, you felt like the slight decline. Right here at sort of the I guess landing of this ramp, it like ramps down quite considerably.
Um, so down more.
Yeah.
That I think so.
All right, you all just got your map of level 1 all situated. So here's level 2. I gotta get tokens put on here yet, so give me 1 second. Let's see, I've got Dane, I've got Humboldt, I've got Noki, I've got Teasley, although I gotta put a light effect on there, and I need Thorwald. Okay, so all of your tokens should be on there, whether you may need to refresh or whatnot to get this to work out. Um, But coming down the ramp here, um,
The map is loaded. I'm not seeing anything yet.
okay,
Is your cursor on where we should be?
it
Because
should
I can
be,
see your cursor, but I can't see anything else.
yeah, like right down here is where your tokens
Do
are.
the tokens have vision turned on?
Well, you've got your light source on, so you should be able to see. Like if I highlight your tokens, they can see.
I might need to refresh again then.
I'm doing because I couldn't
Okay.
see anything.
Just a thing to keep in mind as we're sort of going about. Last time pressure plate dropped a gate, sort of frustrating. So if you're going in a room, make sure we're all either in the room or the right folk are in the room. Afore you wander about.
Okay.
So the most prominent thing, as you're coming down the ramp, you can see this up ahead. There is a big gate right here. It's completely composed of bronze. Um, the surface of the sheet of bronze is covered with bas-relief faces of gargoyles, demons, and other evil creatures. The portal, apparently placed here to block progress northward, appears definitely too massive to brute force knock it down. Um, it is literally like 20 feet wide and goes up some probably at least 20 feet above. The ceiling here is quite tall. Um, Coming down the ramp, you'll probably see there's a bronze wooden door just around the corner, and then to your left, the tunnel kind of continues. Um, you do probably kind of pick up on sort of like an odor, probably not unlike being um, kind of in a big aviary or something like that.
Smells
Teasley,
like bird
can you
shit.
come closer?
Did we kill them all already?
Oh, good.
I've seen a lot of birds in the world. We've certainly not killed them all.
But perhaps the ones that were living here?
It could be.
Sort of doubting it.
Oh, did you say harpies?
Aye, but they were
Oh,
upstairs.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
A bit birdie though.
Right or left?
Well, there's a door here, and I can't quite see down the hallway yet. Teasley, could you take a step forward?
Sure.
Now I can see down the hallway. Well, there's more hallway.
Oh,
Want
there's
me to
another.
throw my dagger?
Is the odor coming more from the left or
It's
from the right? Oh, it doesn't matter.
it is definitely getting a little bit more strong. Like you're able to detect that it's coming from this way as you bend the corner there.
Okay. So is that where we want to go, guys?
Perhaps not.
Oh,
I agree. Perhaps not. You want to go there, Humboldt?
I was just thinking if there's no door this way, and we get into trouble that way, and we run this way, they're gonna know, and we're gonna have two of them. But if we go this way first, and they don't open the door that way,
Okay.
but
But
I lost everything here.
So, as you're kind of contemplating your choices, you're looking ahead into this chamber. You can, from where you're standing at the entranceway to the area, you can see that the floor is covered with litter, filth, bones, and possibly more. The walls are dirty and stained with chunks of plaster pulled off, big gouge marks everywhere. Um, Everything kind of below like the 10-foot mark or the 10-foot tall, um, 10 feet higher and below, little pockmarks of the stonework carved out. The room just smells. And as you're talking, you can see this um, furry friend of yours, the owl bear, an 8-foot tall creature, massive furry beast with a beaked maw and long black claws, kind of um, moves its way forward here, and it's sort of giving off kind of a hiss.
so
Oh,
this
that's
was
good. I was worried it was going to be a griffin back for revenge.
so I'm not I'm thinking that's about to attack us.
Maybe
I
if we back up slowly.
I'm still gonna get my stick ready.
Right, talking to it. I don't think it'll work.
If I'm not gonna talk to the donkey, I'm not talking to that thing.
Well, the donkey is not likely to kill you.
Or it hasn't done anything.
So alright, slow. Nice and slow.
As you start to kind of back up or withdraw, it sort of itself kind of backs up and.
It's domesticated. Interesting.
Thank
I
you
wouldn't
for the
bet money on that.
follow, Tiny Warfare. Thanks for hanging out with us here tonight.
So do we deal with an owlbear now, or do we go through the door first?
Are you feeling lucky?
It doesn't seem the
No,
owl bear wants
no.
to. If we don't disturb him, it doesn't seem to be wanting to engage in fight with us.
All right. Sure.
Famous second to last words.
So the door then.
Yes.
Did you open it?
I'm about to open it.
All right.
It
For
was
some-
open when we got on the floor, so
Yeah,
we can see through it.
Yeah,
I
for
see
some
something
reason I can see
I
through.
Yeah,
don't
he's-
like.
You see that?
I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so you open the door, and the ceiling of this chamber reaches a central rounded arch, approximately 30 feet up. The floor here, not unlike the other one, is littered with bones, dung, and other refuse, but the polished stones visible beneath indicate that this room once served some special purpose, or sort of even through all the filth and everything, you can see that it is very ornate and decorated. But you don't have time to think about that because right in front of you is this huge lizard-like beast with 5 snarling heads that erect themselves up as the light kind of comes through the door.
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
Shut the door quick. Thank you for the reroll.
I mean, yeah.
So bear or pile of snakes?
This is exciting.
So I have a question. Like, how do the dudes from the cult to the cults go through all this without getting chopped to death? Like owl bear or lizardy monster?
I'm going to think they use magic, and other such things.
And us.
Aye. Spugnor has a griffin, and these fellas have probably been at it a bit longer. So, big lizardy thing or owlbear, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold this door long against it.
So let's do definitely. The owl bear is not attacking us. Let's deal with the monster, whatever it is.
I on
Or
the
can
count
we
of,
run?
that sort of defeats the purpose of coming.
Find another door?
There,
Alright.
there are
Okay.
none. I mean, unless you want to open the huge door, that probably we need 2 cyclops to open.
Aye, 0 door equals owlbear, 1 door equals giant lizardy thing. I don't even want to think about a door that size. What's going to be behind it?
I agree with you.
I see your point, and I did say I would do this, and you've
bet
been
it's a
really
gnome.
kind. So, okay, but I'm stepping back because the best thing I can do is from back here.
Yeah, I'll be next to Humboldt.
Aye. Hype. And then in.
We're going Hydra.
Going Hydra,
We're
apparently.
going
Okay.
Hydra.
All right.
Ew.
Give me 1 second here, and
I have no idea how bad that
we can
is.
roll
but-
initiative.
If you all die, I'm gonna run away, just so you know.
If one of you dies, well,
I'm
I
excited.
can't
This was not the possibility that I thought we would go in.
You excited means good or means bad?
I just like, okay, wow, they're going up against the Hydra.
I don't know what that means, so I guess
You
we're
don't know
going.
how scared you're supposed to be until it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
All right. Looks like we are going to start things off with Noki.
Is the door open?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, now it is.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and do what I seems to be the most effective thing that I can do, and I'm going to shoot it or try to with the crossbow.
Solid plan. Let's poke the bear.
Okay. Whoops, sorry. I did it too many times, so let me just do that one.
All right. That will hit.
And well, this one.
All right, 7 points of damage. All right, yeah, your crossbow bolt fires off and like hits one of the necks, and it starts to kind of roar. At least that individual head feels the pain and lets you know it. All right, next up is Thorwald.
Thorwald will look to his left to Humble, give him the thumbs up, and then bonus action he will rage, and then ready the action to bash the first attack coming from the monster.
Sounds good. Humbled.
Humboldt will rage and will also ready an attack because that seems reasonable. We'll let it come to us.
Sounds good. The Hydra begins to move, and as it does so, you hear kind of like the dragging of iron, like a chain.
Oh, it's chained.
Oh,
If we back up, we could just maybe pepper it with bolts. Oh shit! I hope we live through this.
And so he's got 5 heads, gonna make 5 attacks. So I'm gonna roll to see who's unlucky and gets that third one. So that's gonna be Thorwald. You're gonna be taking 3. Humbled, you're gonna take 2. So we'll start 2 on Humbled. Oh, you guys, you both have your reactions, so let's deal with those
Mhm.
first.
Yeah, we'll take the attack.
well, that is right.
And Humboldt will boop it on a snoot for 9.
9 points.
And then Thorwald will hit, I imagine, with a 24. I don't know why. Remember, when I attack, it's a +3, but it should be a +5. But anyway, damage being, wow, 12 points of damage.
If you look at your item, check and see if it's marked off that you have proficiency with it. That would be my
Oh, okay.
guess.
Let me do it.
All right. So 12 points from that one. Sorry, just thinking. Okay. Sounds good. So here he goes. First attack. This is at Humboldt. That one is a 19.
Will miss.
Second one,
Oh, he's got a big plus. 23 is going to hit.
23. 14.
Got it.
And then here's the 3 from 3 that are coming at Thorwald.
This is gonna be so much painful.
20.
Hits, yep.
7.
3, okay.
26.
Oh yeah, like easily.
13 damage.
6. Okay.
And this last one, I will reroll. Thanks, chat.
Thanks, chat.
Oh, but it's still a miss.
Nice.
So, that's that. Teasley, it is your turn.
Why? Oh, never mind. I'll go ahead and contribute and fire a firebolt at it. An 18.
18 will hit. Oh, thanks. Paul just got me another reroll.
2 points of fire
Oh.
damage.
2 points
He
of
doesn't
fire.
need it. Fool, he doesn't need it.
Or does he?
All right. Next up is Dane.
I will cast Firebolt. Somehow my character sheet got closed. Or Guiding Bolt, sorry.
Reroll.
Yeah, I'll use a
Reroll.
for that.
Oh.
That's no better.
That one will miss. All right. That will bring us back to the top. Noki.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Sounds good. So it's a dex save for me.
Do I throw that?
I got it
Yeah.
coming in here. Oh, luckily I got a reroll from Paul. I'm gonna take that. Let's see. Can he do better than 6? Not enough. So he's lit up. Starts kind of glowing in whatever color you choose, Noki. And just it seems like your strikes are going to land maybe just a little bit easier. So you have advantage on attack rolls against him.
Okay, so how do I choose my color?
Yeah, for flavor you can choose what
Just
color he lights
narratively.
up.
Hmm?
You
Just
just
narratively.
yeah, it's just
Oh, narratively. Well, then narratively, it is this brilliant orange, this fiery orange color that makes you wince.
sounds good. Anything
And
else?
well, that was an action. So for my bonus action, I want to cast Healing Word on a person who looks like they could use it.
You just cast Fairy Fire, so you wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, because okay, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
if you cast a spell that's bonus
I can't
action,
use
you can
bonus
only
action.
do a cantrip that costs an action.
Then nada.
Okay. Next up is Thorwald.
Oh, muted if you're talking.
Thank you. Sorry, I'll attack it again. Hopefully this time the attack has the proper.
All right, but you have advantage. He's got Fairy Fire
Oh.
on him.
Awesome. I'll attack again. And even with advantage, I miss.
You
Can I use
have
a roll?
yeah, you got 4 rerolls in the pot here, so
Okay.
Reroll.
again.
Reroll is at advantage also because you had advantage on the roll.
The 16
Okay.
hit.
16 will hit.
Awesome. Then damage, normal. And it's 8 more
Okay.
points of damage.
Sounds good. Chipping away at the Hydra. Humboldt.
Well, next time, back up a bit. Let's see if this thing's chained up. Maybe it can't reach us. And he'll take a swing and a swing while we're in range. Staff. Attack. Advantage. Womp. Thank you for that. Gah! We will use a reroll.
Reroll.
16?
16 will hit.
We'll do damage. 11 points of damage. We will attack with the back end of the staff with advantage.
You got it?
19. We will hit.
And
For
Grumpy
another 7
DM
there.
is refilling your rerolls here, so you're up to 7.
Thank you, Paul.
And yes, 7
Thank
more
you.
damage on there.
And a portion of that was radiant if it matters.
Okay. In this case, does not. But he takes the full damage. You're not hitting any resistances. Next up is Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
So we'll make 5 attacks. It still has all 5 of its heads. So these first 2 are coming at Humboldt.
That will hit.
21. 15.
Oh, goodness.
21 will hit.
21. 9 points. 3
Gotta love
bite.
those odd numbers.
3 bite attacks at Thorwald.
We're gonna laugh now. But he misses. Incredible.
I have a reroll. I'm gonna use that
No,
reroll. Paul can't. Paul won't buy me anymore if I don't use it.
that's the rule.
18.
Will just hit me.
Oh,
6
Okay.
points.
Thank God it's only 3.
Here's the second one. 27 will hit. 13 points.
Okay, now Stormer is looking like beaten up. And third hit.
And the third one hits. Dealing 13 points.
Okay, I'm barely standing.
Next up is Teasley. And this thing is like raging out, and its heads are like coming through the doorway portal, and it's just gnashing out where the two of you are kind of holding point.
Well, it works so well, I'm going to firebolt it.
you do have advantage.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. That's good. I should have rolled at advantage. That's it. That's the
Reroll,
halfling for
reroll.
the
You got 7
halfling curse.
rerolls in the pot.
I don't think the reroll's worth it on a firebolt.
Okay, that's true.
Reroll. What are you gonna save him for?
All right, go. Well, all right. I'll reroll. I'll reroll.
Paul won't
I'll
buy
remember
us
to-
more if we don't use them.
And you
See,
get the
look at that
crit.
crit.
So
Crit.
It's still a firebolt though. Like,
But it's 2d10.
But it's 2d10s. It's more than I make.
is it though?
No. But it could
See?
have been. It could have been.
And that's why I didn't think it was worth it to reroll.
I think
firebolt,
it-
but I did
I-
7
I-
points of damage,
yeah, I think in this fight every point counts. Every point matters here.
and I believe the fire damage is going to be important.
Next up is Dane.
I am going to Toll of the Dead it. So it needs a Wisdom 13 save.
Let's see. All right, he fails. Ooh, thanks for the reroll. 10 points.
How is
Nice.
this thing looking?
Looks
Still got
fine.
just got quite a bit of vitality left in him yet.
I have no idea.
For my bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon. And I
And
have advantage.
You
Don't
do have advantage, yep.
I?
17 will hit. And 6
Nice.
points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're back to the top, and it is Noki's turn.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration. I wish I could sing. I can't. All I can do is bang a drum. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And so banging this drum, the only thing I'm going to do is give you Bardic Inspiration Humbled.
Hey. D6.
Yes.
Cool.
I believe that's a bonus action. Is there an action you'd like to take?
No, I probably just did that wrong. So how do I give it to somebody?
Oh, I'll just make note of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did wrong. So never mind.
But it is a bonus action, so you could like shoot him with your crossbow yet.
Yes, that I'm definitely going to do.
All right.
With advantage because of your
With
day glow colors.
advantage. I try. Really?
You gotta
Hang
click on
on.
the picture, not the word, is the thing that I always do wrong.
Well, and I'm getting lag. I'm not exactly sure why. So, but I still take your meaning. Now I can attack. Oops, I forgot to do it with advantage.
Yeah.
Big blind
Hit it
button.
again just in case crit.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Close.
So it hits.
Okay.
And
Oh,
he's gonna
wow. For a
take
grand total of 3 points
the
damage.
big 3.
Big 3.
It all adds up.
Thorwald, it is your turn.
If I step back 5 feet, does it provoke?
If you don't disengage, yes.
Well, I have to disengage or I'm dead. So I'll disengage and move to here. What
No, keep.
about past? Okay, got it. Okay, and I drop off of rage. Yep.
Do you
Sound.
drop it on purpose because it hasn't dropped yet?
No, I know it hasn't dropped yet, but I cannot attack in melee from here, so it doesn't
If you
help me at
take
all.
damage before the end of the round, you've still got it.
Okay, I'll keep it.
All right. Humbled, it is your turn.
Humboldt will disengage and step back and see how far this thing can reach.
Okay. He's got 10 feet of reach. So you move back. And it
Disengage.
is.
Sorry, disengage.
Oh, you did
step back.
disengage.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, disengage, step back, and see how far this thing can reach.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, so
Sorry.
you probably guess like you're out of reach right now. If you were here, it could hit you, but as it stands right now, being in the room, it's at the extent of its reach. So at the
And apparently of its chain.
It would seem so. It becomes its turn, and you start to hear it. It's pissed off. You've been this all this damage has been coming its way. You're out of its reach now, and it just starts pulling at its chain with quite a bit of gusto. So we'll see. Does he break free from the binding? This is his action. Oops. And I did that wrong. This is at advantage.
Why?
Because the book says if it has taken damage, it gets to do this check at advantage. But it does not break free. Oh, but you know what? Thanks, Paul.
Oh, Paul. Paul.
I still love you, Paul.
But I didn't get it. So he's
Thank you,
he's
Lord.
there and he's trying to like pull on his binding, but he seems that he's confined to the room as of now. So, Teasley, it is your turn.
Fry it, Teasley. Fry it.
I'm going to move back a little bit and then fireball.
Remember, you have advantage.
Yep.
Oh, look at that crit.
Got the crit again.
Oh.
All
For
right.
11 fire damage. I don't like my odds though. It's gonna break that chain eventually.
Hey, but by that time we'll have worn it down a bit.
Dane, it is your turn.
And I'm gonna drink a freaking potion.
I wonder if any more will show up in your bag.
Another crit.
All right.
Nice, Dane.
11 points.
And I will shoot it with my crossbow. And I haven't used my
Reroll,
crossbow in a
reroll,
long time,
reroll.
so
By reroll, no problem.
Reroll.
yeah. Okay, I'll
Reroll.
Yeah,
All right,
And-
maybe you shouldn't have rerolled.
yeah. I don't think that was a good
Yeah,
idea.
that one misses. Grumpy DM, Paul just redeemed award healing potion. I'm gonna assume that's in your pack, Humble, since you had mentioned the
Wait,
healing
no,
they
I
potion.
do
had-
just keep multiplying.
I had what?
Yeah,
What the?
that one didn't have a note on it.
They're breeding in my pouch.
That's
There
really
could be worse
weird.
things breeding in your pouch.
There are worse things breeding in my pouch, which is why I'm worried about my healing potions now.
Just don't
And
drink
I'm
one of
gonna
the
do that.
poisoned ones. Noki, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on Thorwald.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was gonna do that, but I figured that if you got attacked, you'd probably die anyways.
Yes.
And I hope I selected you. Oh, wow. So whole 3 points, but still.
Yeah, better. Better than nothing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you saved me back there.
So that's your bonus action.
So my action. Hell, might as well. Back to shooting. That's oh, that wasn't good. So I'm gonna re-roll that.
Do the reroll.
Yeah. That work?
Yeah, crossbow, hand crossbow kind of jammed up for like a second, but you manage to kind of course correct and you fire it off, and it hits it right in its breast. It's going to take a little bit of damage here.
Oh,
And it
max
roars
damage.
out. Arrgh. Pissed.
Yeah, well,
Next up is Thorwald.
I'm not gonna get close to that beast, but I'm chucking a hand axe. Actually, I have advantage. I forgot. So let me.
Yep.
Another one coming. Holy cow!
oh,
Okay.
Sorry, it was at least the 9. But reroll?
Yeah, I reroll. I don't. I'm not gonna let that one stand. Sorry. Advantage. But
13
still
will
not gonna hit.
miss.
Oh.
All right. Humbled, it is your turn.
Humboldt pops a potion, chucks down like, aye, good. Keep shooting at it. If it has to come to us, it'll be all squeezed up and shit, and I'll crack the crap out of it. So he's got his staff ready, but action was drink, and
It's gross.
he drops rage.
Sounds good.
This is currently one of the ones he knows were good. He thinks so.
start tearing off a little strip of parchment.
All
All
right.
good.
He is up and still trying to break the binds of that chain. Strength check at advantage. Honestly, I gotta check because I don't. I haven't had a number that was even close to checking to see if he did it. He did not do it there. I will use my chat reroll. Or no, I don't have one.
I don't.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that is that. Hydra is still contained there. Teasley, it is your turn.
Right. Well, this seems to be working great. I'll try again.
$19 will hit.
Oh, I hit critical. It shouldn't have been. Let me re-roll that. So 7 fire damage.
Big 7.
We're really wearing them down, except we're not at all.
It's just sort of a, just keep going at it.
Dane, it is your turn.
Hit it with my spiritual weapon.
All
I'll
right,
get
and it
damage.
looks like we got a DM reroll came in, and also
Oh.
everyone reroll for everyone. So
Thank
Thank you, and I hate you,
you.
Grumpy.
you're all back to 8 in the pool. All
And
right,
I
so
need a DC 10 or 13 wisdom saving throw from it.
all right, saving throw fails. I'm going to
Good
save
job,
my
Danny.
reroll for the chain, so this will do damage.
That should not have been a critical hit. I'll try that again.
There's a lot of that going around.
It was better than
That
a
was-
crit, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. And I will back up again.
All right, we're back to the top of the order. Noki.
Crossbow. Whoops.
Reroll. We got 8, so you might as well.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Damage. For another whole 3 points of damage.
All right. Next up is Thorwald.
I will check another annex, the second one I have at it. And after that one, I'm gonna have to go to something else. Attack at advantage.
That'll hit.
Damage normal is gonna be 7 points of damage.
All right, that brings us to Humboldt.
So Humboldt will free object interaction shrug off his crossbow and kind of drop it down where Thorwald can get to it. Pop open a potion, suck it down, and be ready in case this Hydra breaks loose.
All right.
That'll be it.
It's Hydra's gonna make its third attempt to break this chain. Let's see how he does. Not so good. I gotta use that reroll.
This Hydra's off the chain, yo. Or not.
It's not. It's not. It's starting to get pretty weary. It's got all sorts of crossbow bolts in it, scorch marks from the firebolt.
But we haven't
and,
taken out any heads.
No, you have to hit pretty high damage in a single round to
Yeah.
make it happen. So, but that's probably good, right?
Yeah.
So it's Teasley's turn.
All right, I'm gonna light him up again. Oh, it did my halfling reroll all on its own. Nice.
But reroll again anyway.
But I'll do a regular reroll.
That'll hit.
1 point of fire
Big one.
damage.
Our point is the difference between alive and dead, so that's good.
That'll bring us over to Dane.
So the spiritual weapon still going at it. Add
Do it to it.
advantage. 19 hit.
19 will hit. And thanks for the DM reroll. I don't know if we're gonna break this chain or not.
11 damage.
11 damage. Ooh, that's a big one.
It's okay
and
if you
then I
don't.
will total the dead it again and hope that it doesn't make it
Wow.
save.
That's a very powerful combo you got right there, my buddy.
All right, wisdom save is. I think I gotta use my reroll here because I don't think he can
Oh.
afford to take much more damage, so I'm gonna burn it early.
That's what we want to hear.
Wisdom save.
Makes
Still,
it.
still doesn't make
Still
it.
doesn't do it.
Oh, it doesn't make it. Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
it was
then 7
13.
points.
So 7 points.
7 damage, yeah. So it's looking pretty rough now.
It's looking pretty rough, yeah.
Come on, Nyaki. First level Hydra kill. I believe in you.
Yes, it's your turn.
That's how you level up.
Here it is.
That's a
Here it
hit.
is.
Okay, here we go.
Ow!
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. It's still up.
Okay. Thorwald sees that the Hydra is hanging by a thread and gonna charge me or her. Me
Amazing
or
how
her.
uncomfortable he is around women.
What?
Oh, it's crazy. I know.
Trying to
Hey,
get
yeah.
the kill here. 23 hits.
11 damage.
11 damage. It is still up.
This comes as or stupid
You
opener.
see it? It's still enormous, right? You can see that.
Humbled.
And
Gonna
don't
do
forget you
now.
have in for inspiration.
Oh, that's gonna end badly.
So I step up and I rage and I swing. Ragey swing. We will re-roll that ragey swing. 18.
That'll hit.
Normal damage.
Don't forget your inspiration.
12
And-
points of damage.
How did you like to finish it?
Bop, 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 bop. Just
Non-lethal.
like no, we're not checking swings anymore.
No. Oh,
It's a whack-a-mole. It's bada 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 bada.
So the Hydra has been slain. You are out of combat.
why do I feel bad?
I
So
recall having a little talk about unnecessary combat.
so that wasn't just a few bugbears. In fact, I haven't seen a bugbear yet.
Well, a lot of people use bugbear to just mean big scary thing, right? So maybe that was a
Do
bugbear.
they?
Sure, yeah.
So aside from a big pile of Hydra, what else is in this room?
Well, at the moment, a big lumbering troll steps in, and you can see it looks down at the Hydra that you just fell, and big tears are welling up in its eyes. And
Oh,
it's
I feel
just like
even worse.
controlling its rage, and it is just shaking in fury as it looks over at you, and it just starts like charging forward. And so
Oh,
Wow.
that's not good.
we get right back into initiative.
Well, you shouldn't have killed the Rancor.
Yeah, it's exactly that scene. It's that Rancor keeper looking down at his beast that is the only thing in the world that he loves.
Wow.
Alex, can you throw a light on someone other than Teasley? Just the room hasn't lit up for me yet.
There may not be
Neither.
any.
Yeah, there wouldn't be light in the room. Are you
Oh,
not
okay.
getting it off of Teasley?
No, I am getting it off of
Well,
Teasley. I thought there was light in the room.
Teasley's back behind
Okay.
everybody.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so
I'm
then
seeing
maybe
nothing.
you didn't see that, but you heard that there's some figure in the shadow that's really pissed off. Um,
Um,
Is Humboldt mentioning his light issue?
Aye, Teasley, I can't see. Throw a dagger up.
Why?
Well, I
is it
cast it on my
not
magic one.
this?
I don't want to do that.
Well, then that's get up here.
and as it
That's a good idea.
and as it stands, Teasley is the one that is at the top of the order here.
All right, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna grab Humboldt's stick and I'm gonna cast light on it.
Sounds good. Are you all able to trigger those light effects?
I haven't figured out how.
Oh.
If you click on your token, there is a little icon. If you right-click your token, there's a little sun icon. That's the light spell. You
Mine
might
is
not have it
grayed
because
out.
you don't have light.
Yeah.
That could be.
I just
So
got.
But there
Alex
you go.
might need to put it on you.
Oh, look at him. He's a big fella.
And then I'm gonna step back because I heard something yelling in there. It sounds mad.
Sounds good. Noki, it is your turn.
I cannot do anything because I can't reach the server anymore.
Alright.
Hey, did you refresh? It shows that you're not on it, so you might just need to reload.
I'm trying right now, and what I get is there. I have to rejoin completely.
It got confuzzled.
It did. But this time I am successful. Except for now, I'm still waiting for it to show something.
Okay. Well, we got a couple of PCs ahead of you, so I'll take care of them and then come back to you before the monster
That
has a
sounds
chance.
good.
So, Thorwald, you're up next.
Trying to think that this was not the smartest move ever. So, I guess I will chuck a javelin at the creature, and then I'll move out because one hit I'm gonna be dead.
Sounds good.
Inventory, javelin, attack, normal.
19 will hit.
5 points in damage, and then I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Then it is. Let's do humbled.
So Humboldt will run ahead while he's still nice and angry. And just go whack a troll. Pop. He will whack normally, not recklessly. He will use a reroll.
Reroll. Down to 4.
15?
15 is what you needed.
Awesome. So that would be damage number 1. And then we will bonus action whack with the other side of the staff. Oh, we will not
Reroll.
spend. What?
Reroll.
All right, we'll reroll it.
You're the front person. You have to use everything you have.
12 is not going to do.
12 doesn't do it. That brings us
Hello.
over to Dane.
I am going to move my spiritual weapon so that it can attack him. I was assuming that that was behind the Hydra, so
That's
by my
fine.
calculation, I can still.
Yeah,
hit
we
him.
didn't throw a token up there. We'll assume that it gets there. All right,
Nice.
that'll hit.
So 8 damage, and we'll keep this toll of the dead thing going.
All right, it is wisdom save. And makes that one. Let's
That's
go
great.
back to Noki.
Okay, so Naki is going to go ahead and um okay, yeah, perfectly. I have enough range. So although this time it's not with advantage, I'm going to go ahead and attack.
If I'm being a little bit of a stickler, I think you might have to move one more space in.
1. Okay. 1 space in.
And that will hit.
Okay.
5 points. All right. Becomes the troll's turn. And you can see some of those wounds close up a little bit. He doesn't get to full health there, but just a bit. And then he's going to make a couple of, still just, you can see the anguish in his eyes as he makes 3 attacks on Humboldt. Not advantage, right?
Not advantage.
The
Miss.
first one is a miss. Second one is
It's
a
a
miss.
miss.
And then he's going to go for the bite.
Miss.
And will miss. Back to the top, Teasley.
Why oh my goodness! Why? Oh, you make the worst decisions. And I thought I had a ringer on that. We'll go ahead and firebolt.
That will hit. We get our
6 points of damage.
fire damage has been activated.
Oh, you guys, this is a terrible idea, you know.
That brings us to
Made me
Noki.
angry. He was trolling me.
Noki, it's your turn.
It crashed again.
Okay. Well, I'll let you refresh and get where you need to be with that. Let's go to Thorwald next.
Okay, Thorwald exited. He's gonna use his action to drop out of rage. Actually, no, he doesn't need to. He will use his lay on hands ability on himself, so he can cure a little bit. So he's gonna use all of 5, and it's gonna get up to 12. And then with that, is going to grab 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And as he's going there, he's grabbing the heavy crossbow that Humboldt dropped. Okay, that's
Sounds
it.
good.
I did one action, and move. That's it.
Humboldt.
Swinging for the hills. Staff. Strike. Hit. We're gonna stay normal. 17?
That'll hit.
We'll do some damage. 10 there. Swing with the backside of the staff.
Reroll. Reroll.
We'll reroll.
Hey, remember, you also have Bardic Inspiration in case you need.
Yes.
Yeah, throw it here.
Yeah,
'cause
with
you
the
need
with the
3.
12, I will throw my Bardic Inspiration at that because I think I can get
Sounds
above
good.
it.
That'll
A
get you above.
16. Nice. 1d4 plus 5. Whop. 7 there.
All right.
Does radiant damage matter? I guess it does.
Not on
Now that-
this one,
Hmm.
but he takes all of it. Dane.
Spiritual weapon first.
That'll hit.
Nice. 6 damage. Yeah. Let's total the did it. Wisdom 13 save.
Wow, this guy
Ooh, makes it.
rolls really well. Yeah.
Damn you.
All right.
Damn it.
Troll is gonna try again. He's batting 0 right now against Humboldt.
20's the number.
20 hits. 13. 21.
Will hit.
10. And then a bite.
Rough.
26. So he's bringing the average back around after that terrible first. Oh, but it's only 5 points on the bite.
I'm so glad I'm a barbarian.
Teasley, you're up next. You might be muted.
Oh, well, I'll just stay back here and shoot fire at him if that's all right.
15
you
is the
need.
number.
All right. 8 fire damage.
Nice.
All right.
I've got a job to do. I'm gonna do it well.
Okay, so I didn't get my.
Oh, yes, that's right. So you're going to take 2 turns here.
I'm going to take 2 turns here and hope it stays up long enough to do it. So crossbow again.
Nice.
16 hits.
Okay. 3 damage. And again.
That one will not hit. Unless you'd
Can I
like to use a
reroll?
reroll.
Mhm.
You got 2 rerolls here. You can use one.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
think the next other one is worth it.
Yep.
So
All right. That'll bring us to Thorwald.
How does Humboldt look?
Oh, fine. Just keep hitting the buggy, the troll.
Are you sure?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Then I'll attack you with Humboldt's heavy crossbow.
Mhm.
So I roll a d20 to which I will add 4. So
Nice.
that's the
That'll hit.
hit, and then it's a d10 damage, right? At the heavy crossbow.
Yep.
6 points of damage. Do I
Uh,
add the dex to it? No.
Dex
Yep.
2, yeah.
Oh, then 8.
8. All right. All right. That brings us to Humboldt.
Snap attack. Yay.
Yeah.
Crit. Womp.
And
20.
he goes down.
I can't believe we just killed a Hydra and a troll. We got 1 second level character and 1 first level character.
The gods are with us, my friend.
Just
Easy.
gonna take a knee for a minute. You just. Oh, it all
Just
hurts.
wait. That troll was somebody's pet. They're gonna come down the hallway and be all kinds of pissed.
Oh, please no. I can't. Oh.
I don't see anything down the hallway.
Hallway
That's
seems
good.
clear.
Let's take it easy now. Wow.
feel
It
like
could-
if there's no treasure here, I'm just abandoning this place and helping everyone move out. Because, oh, everything hurts.
I'm pretty sure that's not the.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm pretty
Uh-oh.
sure too.
Me too.
I'd really like to thank you all for making me feel like I don't make the worst decisions of the group.
He
Why
was
do
in-
you feel like that?
Oh no, I usually make the worst decisions of the group.
Teasley, I'd like to point out that you came down here with us, so that was a pretty bad decision.
Oh, I'm just following now.
So the decision to go running around the side and provoking the ravens and going through the door wasn't as bad as the decision to kill
I'm
Remember,
the.
the
Take
ravens hit
around this
me.
corner.
Well, there. And you did heal those of us who got hit.
So, Dane, you're moving ahead to check out that first room there. You peek around the corner, and that room has boxes, crates, and barrels that line the walls. Contents from the containers, as you start to maybe rifle through them, seems to be flour, moldy grain, and other types of sort of spoiled foodstuffs.
Comestible.
Be careful, half of that is Lareth's.
Yeah, that's right.
Teasley, can you keep putting fire on that troll so he doesn't come back?
I'll watch him. If he moves, I'll burn him. I'll wander away and not watch him.
Humboldt's like slowly rolling over the Hydra like one head at a time to see if there's anything underneath it. So like he's like inserting a stab like Urkadunk. Urkadunk.
He's checking it out, trying to see if there might be something there. No such luck. Thorwald, you're in the room there with the barrels and whatnot.
Yeah, Dane was to me, but then he disappeared. So I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I see Teasley come by, and I thought maybe he was going down the hallway.
Oh, okay.
So as you're kind of hanging out in that room, Thorwald, this door opens, and there's another
no.
troll in there, and he's like looking out, and he's like looking over at you, and he says, "Ugh." Is everything okay in here? You look different. Well, you get smaller. Not so green. You're not him. Who are you?
Uh, who am I kidding? We're here to, explore the place. Unfortunately, we find first a Hydra, then a very, very angry troll. But
You killed the Hydra?
oh yeah.
Oh, wow, you must be really strong.
Well, not me personally, but me and the rest of the people behind me together, we're very, very strong. Why? Who are you?
Ray, if a troll says you're really strong, you say yes.
I'll write that down.
Wow. Okay. Whose side are you on?
We are on the side of Hamlet.
I never heard of a Hamlet cult. I know the fire cult. I know earth cult. I know water cult. I know air cult. Hamlet. No, I don't know this one. Is it really good? Is it the best of the cults? Because
It
if
is the
it's the
good.
best one, then I want to be a part of it.
It is the good cult.
Yeah, good, good. I want to be a part of the good cult.
But I have a question for you.
Mm.
Uh, what are you doing right in that room?
Right now, I'm trying to figure out. Which side to play for.
Play.
Well, let's put it this way. What is your name again?
So I
Sorry,
like this guy.
I didn't get
Name's
it.
Ulgrist.
Ulgrist.
Yeah,
If you're not overly hostile, I think we can sort something out. What do you think?
well, I think maybe. Yeah. Did you take care of this guy that lives in here? He's been trying to recruit me.
Which guy?
There was
Oh,
another
that's fine
guy.
to take
He lived in
care
here.
of.
Did you run a sword through him? Did you kill him and slash him up?
You're talking about the guy.
On fire a little bit.
You're talking about the guy who was keeping the Hydra?
Yeah, Hydra guy.
Yeah, my friend here just decapitated him.
Oh, that's cool. You guys are
Set him on fire.
savage. Okay. Does the cult of Hamlet, does it pay pretty good? You guys get good residuals on your okay?
I mean, if you're good and you help the Hamlet, then you get benefits. They give you food, they give you water, they treat you well, all that good stuff.
Just food
He's
and
got a
water?
killer
That's it?
retirement package. The retirement package is amazing.
That sounds pretty good.
We've also got a timeshare.
What's a timeshare?
Don't worry about it.
I've never heard of it, but that sounds pretty cool. I want to learn more about that. Maybe.
Oh, I'll get you a brochure.
Oh, good, good, good. Well,
So hello. So what we ought to be doing now is sort of gathering up anything of value. Getting ready to head it out of here.
mm,
Cause we got a lovely place. We got a nice moat house, a couple of towers. That
just
would be
kind of-
perfect for you.
he walks out of the room. He starts like closing doors behind him. He's like, "There's definitely nothing worthwhile in back there. Probably this way."
It does seem a bit suspicious.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, this
I mean,
guy is
that's
clearly
what I would
legit.
do.
This guy is clearly legit on both. Come on.
Do you
I
mind
mean,
if I look
yeah.
for
Oh,
myself?
Okay.
Look, I haven't got much more argument left in me, so if we're good,
Algret, we're gonna be great friends. I know it already.
can I take a Hydra head with me? I feel like I need a Hydra head.
Yeah, there's plenty to go around. Might as well take a Hydra head.
Just burn the stump to make sure that it doesn't regenerate too.
Oh, I don't think they worked that way once they're dead. But he's like poke, poke, poke. It's like
So, Ulgrist, what can you tell us about this temple and the factions as far as you know it?
Well, there's a lot of competition. Competition's good for Ulgrist. I'm trying to get the best deal. Fire people. They're down that way. And he points to the eastern hall. He says, "I honestly, I don't know how much you know about trolls. I don't really want to mess with them boys too much, so I kind of leave them alone." Um, but and he kind of he tells you about the way that you were, you know, thinking about going maybe with the owlbear. He tells you that there's another troll over there that's sort of a recruiter for the water cult. So these two cults, this guy on this side that you killed was working with the fire cult. The other troll is working with the water cult, and they're both trying to get Ulgris to join their
Wait,
side.
fire and water. Where would air be? Because I had a fairly certain information that air was down here on level 2.
Ooh. Air never talked to Ulgrist. I don't know. I heard of them. I don't know exactly where they at.
Hmm.
Do you mind
Thorwald,
if I
I'm
check
thinking-
your room?
You can't. There's nothing in there. It's just my bed.
I just want to have a look.
No, wait. That's weird. That's weird. Boundaries, man. If I'm gonna be joining.
I'm with Ulgrith on this one. That's weird. You don't go into somebody's room unless they're not there and you pick the lock.
Can you pick the lock?
I don't have a lock.
but
I should
he's
get a
here.
lock.
Just as a personal experience, you're probably better off just letting them in the room. You're less likely to find things you don't want in your bed.
Or in
I'd
your
like to
bag.
find a nice surprise in my bed. That'd be cool. Could you do that?
I'll write that down.
Well, he can't put it. He
I
can't,
specialize in that sort of service, really.
and he really can't put a surprise in your bed unless he can go in there. So can he go in there to
Oh.
put the
Well, if I
surprise
let
in
him
the
go in
bed?
now, it won't be a surprise.
No,
I can
that is a
get in there.
point.
I could get in there. No problem.
Okay. Okay. How about this? If he's looking at Dane, if you want to come and see my room, how about you bring me some valuables? Something from the cult of Hamlet to kind of grease the palm a little bit, and then I'll join the team, and then I'll let you in.
How you
I
doing
didn't know
for
I was going to
food?
have visitors. I didn't have time to clean up in there.
How you
I
doing
like
for
this
food?
guy. I like this guy a lot.
Digging through what I have that he might like.
I'll pull out 3 days worth of rations.
He just like slaps them out of your hands. He's like, What do you take Ulgrist for?"
What, you don't eat?
I eat. I don't want that. I want gold. I want diamonds. I want gems.
Gotta earn it, man.
Okay, so I'm looking at what else I've got.
What services do you offer, Ulgrist?
Uh, I'm pretty competent in a fight. I got a reputation.
Okay.
Yeah, not troll kinds. Oh, you don't know, but I'm well known in these parts.
Right. So I'm Teasley, and I've got a thing you could have,
Ooh,
and I
let's
will
see
pull
it.
an onyx gem out of my bag.
Okay.
I put the gold I was trying to pull out back in my bag.
Do you remember where you got the onyx gem from?
It was one of our last adventures. I think it was worth 50 gold.
Okay. He's like, he looks at it. He's like, a good start, I guess, but tell you what,
Well, that's the best I got for now.
your cult's gonna be coming down in here pretty regularly, huh?
Yes.
You're gonna
Hey.
fight the other cults, okay?
Boy,
Yeah. I'll hang out down here. You ever need my assistance, you come and find me. We'll work out a deal.
Fair.
And I'll sneak in and put a surprise in your bed.
Okay. Oh, you leave my other stuff alone, though, right?
No, probably not.
Hmm.
I do have sticky fingers.
Well,
If it helps, you tend to make more money than you lose overall in the Cult of Hamlet. It just, you have to accept that occasionally things need to wander about.
okay. Hmm. He's just like looking at Teasley. Any of my stuff goes missing, I'm gonna blame you. Just understand that.
That's probably right, because I'll probably be the one that took it.
Or fairies. Fairies are known to do it.
Oh, fairies do that too. Fairies are really unpredictable.
I don't like fairies. He opens up the door and he like leaves. So we're getting close to our time here, but
I
more
like
or
him
less,
a lot.
Ulgrist is definitely not in alignment with any of the cults down here. You could take him along as an NPC if you give him a certain share of your treasure that you find, and so we'll throw him up on the NPC list of people that you could take along with you if you wish to do so. Um, if you ever lose out on the Lareth deal, he might have some info on comings and goings down here too. So he's someone you could always come and check in on. So I think at
Very
this
good.
point, any further exploration that you'll do is going to take you into another several hour thing. So this is probably a good stopping point. You've got this passageway kind of cleared out, at least as long as sounds like this Hydra was a watchdog for the fire cult. So whether they replace it with something at some point, that's totally a possibility. But for the time being, they're probably not going to be like finding another big Hydra to put in here. So there's that. Um,
Let's get the spare one from storage.
yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
3 of them.
so
Plant ahead and hope it grows.
when you leave, Laris folk are going to be out there.
I hear
They're
you're
gonna
half the Hydra head.
they're going to be pretty disappointed to see that you're coming out with nothing. But you
It's
know,
nothing. We have rotten grain and half a Hydra.
Well, I would point out
yeah, not
if
exactly what they were hoping for. But
if they're giving us the right intelligence, we would have actually gotten to the air cult, but we didn't because clearly that's not down there.
yeah. So I mean, like they 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 give you the business a little bit, but they assess that you're being truthful, that you didn't get anything because they pat you down, they check your pockets and whatever, and they kind of know what types of things that they're looking for, and you don't have any such things. So they let you go, and sort of give you like you better come back with something next time, and then you make your way back to Hamlet, safe and sound. So EXP wise, this is this is probably a good one to be a level 1 character because probably I don't know. I have to do the calculation here, but it's going to be big time EXP. So
Yay!
you might be going up a couple 2 levels. I don't know. Um, so cool.
Whew.
Thanks everyone for watching us here tonight on 20 Sides Every Story. Hope you had
Thank
fun.
you.
Um, and we continue this next week. Next week, Friday, we've got a game. So if you're watching us for the first time and you don't know the details of our community campaign, this is something that you could potentially get in on. Best way to keep tabs on the community campaign and when signups go up is jump into our Discord server. Just let us know that you're jumping in looking to find a way to play in a game, and we'll point you in the right direction. Um, the signups for these things, we've got a lot of great folks that support our channel, and they do that with the Patreon. I'll put the Patreon link here. If you support the Patreon, I let those folks get the first chance to sign up. So you can check out the Patreon for what the benefits are for that. But inevitably, we've always got a few slots that just anybody can jump in on. So we'd love to have you. So come see us in Discord and hang out with us in between the streams. So with that, we're going to close things out here. And let me see, who do we have online that we
Raid.
could go
Raid.
raid?
Raid.
I don't know if did they do like a change to the Twitch interface. It used to be I could just click in here and I'd see who my people are that were streaming, but it's not been showing me that lately.
Things have shifted a little bit. I haven't noticed what the new way is.
You know what? Dawson's streaming
Yes!
his Ghost of
Yes!
Yes.
Tsushima, so
Yes!
let's
Go, Bruno.
give him a raid. He'll
Always raid Dawson if you can, because he
Absolutely. Dawson.
Oh, he says, why? We're coming to see you. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.